Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for life.
Thank
you for health. Thank you for strength. And just thank you again for bringing us to another episode of the Black Men Vent 2 podcast, Lord. We're 125 plus episodes in, and it's been all you and just a little bit of us. So we thank you, God, just for bringing us back once again to be able to do another episode. We are in a specific season talking about co-parenting conspiracies. It's a lot of them. A lot of, especially our generation, are experiencing co-parenting situations. So a lot of kids are being raised in these type of situations, but let us be the voices to show that it's about the children.
See, that means it's good to have audience, live audience. Now, don't forget about the bell if you got a question.
Oh, yeah.
That's our little, when somebody rings the bell, we call that the BMVT bell break moment.
Okay.
So it gives the audience a chance to ask you a question.
Yes.
That's fine with me.
Verbatim. Let's do it. Live. Man, what is up? What's up, Nashville, man? What's up, guys? Peace to the city and peace to the planet, man. We back again. Again, man. I'm smiling because, you know, if you have not heard just yet, man, we were voted by the Nashville Scene magazine as being the best podcast in Nashville for 2023.
The best.
You know, if
no
you
matter
don't
how
know,
long we live, we were the best.
If you don't know,
2023.
now you know. So super excited to hop on our YouTube platform again, man. To our YouTube audience, what's up? Super excited, man, to be a part of you guys' day. Man, to our audio audience, y'all know how we rock, man. Stay tuned for the commercials, for the BMVT ad break moments, all that we do in our audio. But man, what's up, y'all? Like, I'm just excited, man. We the best.
Yeah, man. I like that title, man. You know, not trying to be arrogant on them, but it's been a struggle. It ain't been easy, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, if you can get a little accolade here and there along the way, we'll take it. So we're gonna run with this one. We're the best right now.
We're the best right now, man. Hard work give you hard wealth. So we're excited for this trophy for sure. But man, let's get into the conversation of the day, guys. This is our second leg of our, our third, as a matter of fact, it's our third leg of our co-parenting conspiracies. You can catch up with the rest of our season on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, all the places that we at. We the best, so you can go find us somewhere. But nonetheless, man, I'm excited to have the young woman that we have on the show today, man. Definitely a good friend of mine. A young mother, doing her thing, man. Black queen, making sure that she's leaving her stamp in the city, man. And at the end of the day, she loves her baby girl. And I truly have enjoyed just the relationship that they've had, watching them naturally. And then, again, I know Miss Robin is a woman that has a story. She's coming to vent on our co-parenting conspiracy season. Guys, I'm excited, man, presenting to some, introducing to others. My good friend, Miss Robin. How you doing this morning?
Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome, Nashville.
I love it.
No, hey, y'all. Thank y'all so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. This is exciting for me.
Good. Glad to have you. For sure, I know Miss Robin is a personality, and I love it. I love her character. I love her light. A lot of people, they shy away from that light, you know, and they don't take into account the leader that they are, you know. So I hope, man, that you naturally realize that you're a light. You know, you're a light for sure, man. So just keep doing what you're doing. But let's get into this conversation, co-parenting conspiracies. But we won't dive right into it just yet, man. Let's talk about who Robin is. If you're from Nashville, for those that don't know who you are, naturally let us know who you are, your school background, if you will, and just something fun about you that we need to know.
Okay. Well, let me start off to say I'm not from Nashville.
Okay, all right.
I was born in Mississippi.
MISS, Crooked, all that.
Humpback. You feel me? But no, I was born in Gulfport, Mississippi. You know, all my other siblings was born in Biloxi, which is weird, but my mama sure love to tell the story. Oh, I went in labor eating crab legs with you.
She went in labor eating crab legs.
Absolutely. She's like, I'm not gonna finish. I'm gonna eat these up, and then we gonna go. Like, so that's why I love crab legs.
Wow.
That's why my child loves crab legs.
Wow, come on. Come on.
So it makes perfect sense. So
I love it.
I was born there. I was pretty much raised here though in Nashville. I think about second grade we moved up here.
Gotcha.
Because my sister, she attended TSU.
Yeah.
The luxurious Tennessee State University.
Big Blue.
You feel me?
Yes,
So she graduated actually from there.
That's great.
But in the midst of her going to school there, my grandfather had passed and things like that. So my mom kind of just really stayed here. And then once Katrina hit in Mississippi, my granny lost her home. So it really wasn't nothing to go back to anyway. So. So pretty much I just been living here in Nashville, doing my little thug thizzle. I went to elementary school at Hetty Cotton, went to middle school at Haynes, and then I went to Stratford High School, home of the Spartans, y'all know. So don't nobody else be on here talking about no Pearl, no Ice Cream, no Backwood, no Westside, no none of that. I don't care. Stratford all day, baby.
I love it.
But yeah, after Stratford, I actually went to Tennessee State. Kind of dropped out once I had the baby. Now I'm back in there.
That's good. That's good.
When I went initially, I was an English major.
Gotcha.
But now, crazy enough, I changed it to psychology.
Okay.
So now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it. At first, I wanted to be a mental health counselor, but they don't really make that much money. After I looked into it, but then again, like I feel like if I open up my own practice, it may be a little different. You feel me? So I feel like God could guide my way, figure out what I want to do with it. But as of right now, it's actually the best major that I'm so glad that I changed it, to be honest with you. Like English, it was cool, but psychology gets you to work. Like it gets you looking to like your brain and it make you think like why people do what they do. Like, oh, okay. So I'm learning a little lot. Right now I'm in statistics. So if you know anybody.
Statistics, Lord have mercy.
Jesus Christ.
You almost gave me some chill bumps, man.
I'm started sweating just thinking about it. Lord, that class is hard.
I remember statistics when I was at TSU.
And
I tell you what, don't ask me none of that right now, because I don't know.
I ain't gonna say too much. I don't know my professor watching, but listen, Finesse State University is real.
Yes.
Now, statistics class?
Yeah, man.
I vividly remember.
That's crazy.
How God, the grace of God just slid me on.
Oh, man. Well, dang. I tell you my son, because but it says see your way through. I seed my way through.
Listen, that's all I need. I don't care if it's the bottom dollar, the bottom number. The C is going to get me.
I seed my way through.
So, Lord, please, let's all manifest me to get a C, Lord. I ain't trying to go over beyond. I ain't trying to overachieve at this class right here. I just need to see a back. That's it.
I do want to commend you, though, man, for getting back in the school.
That's true.
I think that's important. That, I think we realize that in this new age era of AI and all this stuff that's going on, education of some sort is important. You know what I'm saying? And then you getting back in psychology, which is real more important. Not more important than English, but I think you can put them in categories.
You know what, crazy enough, I think it's more important. Because not everybody can speak English. Even the people that speak English really can't speak English, to be honest with you. So, but when it comes to that mental, everybody gonna deal with some type of mental health in some way, shape, or form. They may not can say in English what their mental health is, whatever language they speak. They're going to be able to, tap into what their mental is. So I feel like honestly, psychology is a little more important than English because. Don't ask me about no onomatopoeias or know how to form a conjoined sentence.
I ain't used Pythagorean theorem yet. I ain't even used none of that shit. I'm trying to figure out.
For what? What do I need to know? Why do I need to know the circumference of a circle or something? I don't care. I don't need to know things like that. All these extra stuff, I don't need to know. I don't care about. So.
I do want to ask you, because I know, like I said, we talked on the phone, man, just to get prepared for this. Talk to Nashville about your career that you're in right now, because I know that has some relation to like some mental health background as well. Just let Nashville know what you do.
So funny thing is, I work for the State Mental Hospital.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy working there. I love it. When I started there, I started as a psych tech. So I started on the unit with the patients. The first unit I was on was mostly older mental health patients. It's some people in there that's been there since before I was born, and I'm 27.
Wow.
And they're never leaving.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Do they keep them on lockdown?
Not really. So it's, how can I put it? It's almost like a jail. Not even gonna lie to you. It's almost like jail. Like you got a certain amount of time you gotta be out. You can't be in your room at this time. Doors gotta be locked. Bathrooms are always locked. If you need to go to the bathroom, you have to ask. You can't go into that bathroom in your room. Men can't, like, on the units that I've worked on, there's men hall and women hall, but they're all on the same unit. So the men can't walk a certain distance to the women hall. Women can't do, walk a certain distance to the male hall.
Right.
But for the older patients, I liked them. They were sweet. I love older people. Like, I started off being like a caregiver, so I love the older people. They was real nice, real sweet, except for this one patient. She was a white lady, and she was racist. So we was a bunch of N-words, a bunch of B's, and a bunch of O's, and things like that. So, but that was normal for her. She was cool. Not really, but as long as she ain't trying to run up on me, we was good.
Yeah, you just learn to deal with her.
You feel me? And you gotta understand, like, yes, these are human people, but a lot of these people are, like, messed up in their head. And they're not knowing what they're doing. Like, yeah, they know, because she done called me the N-word a couple times. You can tell that I'm black and she's white, because I understand that. But to understand that you shouldn't say that, they don't really know that.
Yeah.
So, it's important you say that because, you know, how hard is it to decipher or just be able to kind of understand someone that does have a legit diagnosed mental illness and then dealing with someone who is a quote-unquote normal person? Because I think naturally what you're not going to do in reaction or response to someone that you know is diagnosed, you wouldn't do to someone that is not. So basically what I'm asking is, how are you able to truly flip the switch? You know, you go into work, you know what you finna get into. You know what I'm saying? And then you go out of work, you know what you finna get into as well. How are you able to just naturally kind of balance both sides of it?
To be honest with you, when I go into work, I most importantly treat them as their humans. Because 9 times out of 10, these are some people that you can see on the streets when they leave. I've seen a lot of these people on the streets once I leave. So I want to treat them as if they were on the streets. As if I don't know that they're in this hospital. That's one. And then 2, it also depends on when I talk to them. A lot of these people, a lot of them in there too, or some of them are fake, and not gonna lie to you. So just having a conversation with them, you can kind of determine how mentally messed up they are. Like some of them, you'll get to talking to them like, oh, they cool. And then you get to talking to them, let them keep going for a minute. You're like, oh, okay, now I see what it is. I see why you in here. That switch. So I'm switching. It ain't clicking. So to be honest with you, it's not really a difference for me because I treat everybody the same. Like if you on the streets, I treat you as if you was the same in there. The only difference is just really what I can say to you.
For sure. I get you.
Because on the streets, I'm going to give it to you real. And there I can't give it to you real because I may lose my job. Because I don't really give a fuck about these folk. I'm sorry. I don't really care about them folk. I care about you.
You could.
Like I really truly care about the patients. Like I don't want like a lot of it could be, how can I say it? It can be heartbreaking to see. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I started off on the older people unit. Then I transitioned to the younger people unit and the jail forensic people. And that kind of put a different aspect in my life. Because I talked to a lot of people. And a lot of them was like my age or younger. And they in there. And I'm just like, man, like it was this one gentleman in there. You would never know he messed up. But just talking to him, you know, he had it rough growing up. Moms weren't there or mom was on drugs, one of them things like that. And he just, you know, pretty much had to fend for himself his whole life. And a lot of these times, a lot of these people end up in a mental hospital being in the wrong place, wrong time. And because he was like, crazy enough, he stole a car and didn't know there was a baby in the back of the car when he stole it. And he didn't know that there was a baby until they read him his charges. And he was like, they told him he had a kidnapping charge. He was like, kidnap? I didn't kidnap nobody. I just stole a car. They was like, well, you know, the car that you stole had a kid in it.
Wow, and he didn't know that the baby was in the car? Baby wasn't crying or none of that?
I think it was like an older kid, so I think they was sleeping in the back seat or something like that. So like a little baby or something like that.
While he riling out, just rolling, and the kid just back there asleep.
And honestly, he was like, he did it just on some dumb stuff. I think he was like, he needed a ride somewhere. Something like that. Like, he ain't had no money for the bus, or he was like, the car was running or something like that. He hopped in and just took off. I don't know how you end up getting caught, things like that, but I was like, man, when you get out here, you can't be doing stuff like that, man.
And look, that's a lesson learned for somebody that likes to hop in the store right quick and leave the car running. Don't do it. Don't do it.
And there's a lot of people that you don't even know that are mentally messed up, and they'll just hop in your stuff. Like, I done had a couple times men open my door or try to open my door. But thank God that it didn't.
Yeah.
Because they would have seen the Lord that day.
Yeah.
And I would not have been traumatized. They
Yeah.
would have had to. I'm
Yeah.
licensed. I keep that thing going.
Yeah.
I ain't
Tell
finna play with you.
Tell people.
And I ain't gonna lie, I be doing a lot of dumb stuff. I
like
like to be outside late, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock at night by myself.
She said I like to be out late.
Hey, you gotta do what you do. You be like, dang, I'm hungry. It's 12, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Jack in the Box open. Don't worry about it. I'm
Water,
somebody go get me right. And then that food be fresh.
Mhm.
I ain't finna drive home and eat that. I'm finna sit right there and I'm eating.
in the comfort of your peace.
Okay, because I got tents a little bit. They ain't too scented, but I got a little bit. So I'm going to eat my car. But I forget to turn my lights on and lights in the interior. Now people can see I'm inside. So, they'll try to, don't do that.
I know, right. I know that's right.
Well, let me ask you this. So what drove you, or what led you to that field of work?
To be honest, me ended up in a mental home.
Oh, you was in a mental home?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Crazy enough, I didn't go because of a boy, but I had a very bad breakup. And it wasn't with my child's father. It was actually with a guy I dated after him.
Really? Okay.
It ended very badly. Like, the relationship was very toxic. Honestly,
Physical?
No, not at all. Okay, not on his end.
Okay.
Let me say that. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I like to square up. Don't play with me. Play with your mama. But that's just something I've learned. I picked up from my mama. That's not good. So I'm trying to unlearn my ways.
Right.
But when you raised around an independent woman who will beat your tail, a man or woman, that's kind of what you kind of grasp.
She had to be that to raise the kids.
So that's kind of what I picked up. It's not a good habit. I'm learning now in the relationship that I'm in now. You gotta treat your king right.
Okay.
If you gonna take care of it, you gotta do right. You know what I'm saying?
Love to see it.
Yeah,
love to see it.
I think God blessed me with a good one. I don't know. I'm a little crazy, so I'm trying to see if he ready.
He handled it crazy.
You feel me? He doing great. Every time I ask him,
He doing great.
He's doing great. Oh my God.
He's doing great and handling it crazy.
Okay, I'll be like, why are you here? Because if you keep telling me I'm crazy, what that make you? Like, you got to be Oh, I love him. He's great. Thank God for him. I truly manifested him, and I tell him that, but he think I be joking. I'm like, sir, if I pull this, I ain't gonna play with you because we owe you.
I love how she's pulling it up as we speak.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
You
been black,
well, brother. Hey,
because I'm gonna show you.
You is my brother. Hold it down, man. Hold it down.
Hey,
I tell you, she's
excited. Look, I want you to see the date so you know I'm not lying for the people. That right there say what?
It do say manifestation, yeah.
That say 11/2/21.
Y'all gotta see this for real. This is funny. Yeah, okay. Nah, she got like a whole list of, and he all them?
Most of them.
Okay.
I say about 99.9%.
She got about 30 attributes on there for a great man or husband.
I'm gonna show you too, so you know I ain't lying to see.
Wow.
I love to see it.
Well, that ain't bad though, because I see myself on a few of them.
That's what I'm saying. You check it out.
That's when me and my wife got together.
Hey, I don't know. I saw Sierra. She was over there praying for her Russell. I said, I want to wrestle. I want to wrestle. Give me my wrestle. Give me my wrestle. That's what I want. And I seen somebody say when you ask the Lord for something, be very specific about what you want.
That's
okay, I'm going to be in depth.
Now you done showed me something, I got to show you something.
That's real. To our audio audience, I know y'all don't know what's going on, but we
I know you can't see the scripture.
Whole show and tell going on right now.
Matthew 21:22. If you believe, you shall receive all things asked for in prayer.
Okay. I'm going to ask for it.
I love it.
Be careful what you ask for. That's also what they say too.
You got to be specific.
That's
what
why I said
that.
I was in depth. I said, hold on, let me see. That's what I want. No, because he going to give me
You know
somebody
what though?
that
It's funny. We're laughing about that though, but I think that's important.
Oh, that's really man. I think if you want to live life right, you need to ask the one that made life.
Yeah.
Honestly, everything that I've had,
it's a simple math problem to me.
For sure. And I just for Robin's sake, I just like naturally how she literally mapped out like this is
what she wanted.
You know, and the attributes on there wasn't physical. It was like what's in your.
It's a lot of character.
A lot of character
stuff. A lot of character stuff.
See, my physical is different from people's physical. I like big men. You know, you gotta be 2 something to do something. 250 to get the.
I am cracking up.
Wait a minute. Back up. You gotta be 2 something to do something.
$50 to get the title.
Bro, I can't stand him.
I think my man said he was like $285 the other day.
Make sure when you promote the episode, you get that piece right.
Dude, gotta put that on that segment on campus.
I'm for real. Folks be sleeping on them big men. Nothing wrong with the skinny men. I love y'all, okay? But the big men, they keep fed, you know. That's why I like to eat. And he don't want to do too much. Cause I'm like a grandma and like a young person. I want to eat, go to sleep, you know. We may do all the other things. I'm going to bed.
You old. You got an old soul.
Yeah, I don't want to do too much. On weekends, I may go out, but I'm really like, we can go from like 7 to 9. Like, we may push it 10 or 11, but at 12 o'clock, grandma.
That's when you're,
Now, why the other night? I think it was Saturday night. I had, you know those little mini shots that you buy? I had 2 of them Casamigos. By the time I got home, I was on the couch knocked out.
Over with.
2 o'clock
on
the couch. 2 o'clock comes and said, baby, come to bed soon. Yeah, I'm coming. God dang, it's too thick. Put me out, so I don't really do too much of what the young folks do.
I ain't mad at you.
Robert, I do want to ask you this, man. I've enjoyed this episode. It's so funny. When you talk about, because we ask a lot of people this, you know, our brand or, you know, just how God kind of led us into this was really kind of birthed from COVID.
Oh, no doubt.
The aftermath of COVID. Talk about your COVID journey and just like how you've been able to, you know, question I do want to ask, did you lose anybody during that journey naturally through that process? And then just again, how did you personally navigate through being quarantined all the time and you know, just not being able to really get out?
I'm honestly saying I was fortunate enough not to lose anybody close to me.
Praise God.
Honestly, I haven't never really lost anyone too close to me. Like I've lost a couple people that I've known that I was like kind of close to or whatever. Like for instance, my daughter, she's actually named after one of my teammates.
Wow.
Her name was Vastoria.
Okay.
I mean, her middle name was Sherelle. So my daughter's middle name is Sherelle.
Gotcha.
Vastoria was like a young girl I met when I was at Stratford. She was actually younger than me. She was so like quiet, so still. She didn't mess with nobody. Right. But she was so sweet. She'll talk that crap though. Don't get her wrong. You get to talking crap to her, she gonna talk a mess. But unfortunately, a man killed her over her sister. I think South 8 a couple years ago.
Wow.
So
I hear stuff like that, man.
It's crazy.
That bothers me. I know you see it every day, but it still don't sound good when you hear stuff like that, man.
But to be honest with you, COVID was great for me. Because at the time, I was working at Amazon. And this is actually before I really started noticing like how my mental health was and things like that. Because I started to want to venture away from being in customer service.
Gotcha.
Because I started to get to, like, I don't like people. Like, I don't want to be around people. I don't want to go to work with people. I don't want to, like, talk to nobody. I just want to go make my money, go home. So when I was able to start working for Amazon, I was a driver. So I'm on the road 10 hours out of the day. And by the grace of God, thank God, around that time, you know, I had a good support system. My child's father watched the baby or my mom or things like that. So I'm running the bands up.
That's what's up.
Shout out to COVID, because I got some good money during there. You know, the STEMI came, those helped out. So mentally, it just taught me to be to myself. It taught me to love myself a little bit more. Like, I've always loved myself, but it just made me do a lot of self-reflection. And it helped me actually start self-reflecting. Before then, I'll do something just like, okay, cool. And then later on down the line, I'm like, dang, maybe I shouldn't have did that. But now it's like every day when I sit down in my own zone, I'll be like, okay, so this is what I did today. This is what I said today. I maybe shouldn't have said that. Maybe that's why. Okay, now I see why this happened. Okay, cool, boom. So it really just taught me how to unwind and start learning myself more, pretty much, basically. I learned a lot about myself. And I think around that time I was single too, so that was great. It definitely helped me learn what type of man I wanted.
I love you.
So you had a whole lot of time to think about this man.
And manifested, thank God. Shout out to him.
Well, let me ask you this.
I love it.
So the job that you have, you said you found yourself in a mental facility due to behind a breakup.
Yeah, it wasn't even just the breakup though. So let me finish with that. I don't know how we got sidetracked.
I don't even know where you're going, but I understand that a breakup kind of like puts the icing on the cake.
It was really like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Because I know another situation like that. I know of a person, and I call it the perfect storm, because they were dealing with so many things and it was just all happening at once, and then it just caused them to just lose it. I'm talking about somebody that I love, and it caused them to lose it for a minute. But that's okay though, because they came back from that. But it take a lot of support. You know what I'm saying?
Going to the mental house actually changed my life and a lot of people's lives around me for the best. I'm so glad I went, and I'm so glad for the person that sent me. Shout out to Jasmine Washington for calling folks on me. Shout out to them. But no, I had went. To be honest, around that time when I said that was a bad breakup, and then it was a situation with my daughter. So she was about 2. And she was displaying inappropriate behavior, and I'm just gonna give it to y'all real. She was pretty much making her dolls or her teddy bears act as if they were performing oral sex on her.
Okay.
So I'm just like, I don't like that.
Yeah. How old is she now?
She's 5.
Was she? And how old was she when she was displaying?
2.
Wow, at 2 years old. Wow. Okay.
So like the first person who saw it was my mama, and that kind of triggered her, because my mom. Pretty much my whole life has been turned upside down behind molestation. My father is a registered sex offender because he molested someone close to me, whom I don't want to disclose. But just know that person is like, and my dog, I love this person.
Sure.
I go walk through the fire for this person. So it's like, you know, that kind of broke my family apart. You know, my mom actually lost her kids behind it. So like three of my siblings, we weren't raised together up to I was about 11.
Right.
And then it's like me and my older sister and just me, because you know, I guess my sister didn't want to go with her dad. I don't know what that story is, but I can't go with my dad because you know he in jail. And then my other siblings, you know, their dad wanted to be spiteful, and they used that against my mama. And he was like, "Oh, yeah, let me get them kids from her." So I watched my mama fight. Years, countless of years. Like even though I was young, people probably don't think that I know, but like I've watched her count, like for years, try to fight and get her kids back, like crying, things of that nature for something that was like out of her control. And then honestly, it's like you can't fault her for something she didn't do.
Right.
You know, like she was a single mother trying to take. Well, yeah, my dad was her significant other, but these ain't his kids. I'm his only kid, and at this time, I wasn't even born yet.
Right.
So, like, this 27 years, and he's still paying the price for it. So, it's like, you can't fault her for something that he did. You know what I'm saying? So, that triggered her. When she seen her grandchild do that, in her mind, everything just went back. So, she called Child Protective Services. And I ain't gonna lie, at first I was mad at her because I'm like, why would you do that and not tell me? Like, you're trying to get my kid taken away? But honestly, having a kid made me, a lot of times, step back and put myself in my mama's shoes. And I have to understand like, where she coming from. And I'm like, okay, now, you know what, let me not be mad. She coming from a place of, this is what she been through. This her grandbaby. You know what I'm saying? This her first grandbaby. At that, she ain't gonna play with you. She gonna play about him. So she's doing what she can and that situation, it was an eye-opener for me, not gonna lie to you, because, like, when I sat down, and this is not to bash him, but, like, when I sat down with my child's father about it wasn't more so of him being, like, a concerned parent about it, in my point of view. It was more of him being a defensive, family member, because the person who allegedly did something to our child was somebody close to him.
Gotcha.
But
that's a peculiar situation to be in.
And I'm just like, you know, I don't really care who that person is to you. This your child. This is somebody you laid down and had. This is somebody who shares more of your blood than that person do. Like this is your seed. So you shouldn't be sitting here questioning him or even sounding as if you're not on her side.
True that.
If I'm telling you your child did some bull crap like that, I'm not telling you that because I'm that baby mama that's just gonna pull something out. No, this some real stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I'm thinking about in the future, at this time, she not in school. But if we don't nip this in the bud right now, she start going to school and teaching these other little kids, and now we got a bigger problem on our hands. Now, we simply probably maybe raising a predator. Or now we raising somebody who's teaching another kid something. They thinking it's okay. So when another adult come do it to them, they thinking it's okay. That's not okay. We got to nip this in the bud. We got to figure out what it is. So that situation kind of like broke me because I didn't feel like he had our child back. And just like, like everything is just, I'm just take it all, Lord, just take it all. And it's like around that time when I went, the case had ended with the Child Protective Services. Nothing came out, nothing had happened to her. She wasn't touched or anything like that. We still don't know where she learned that from, but I know she damn sure ain't learned from me and my side. So it never happened again. My mama went over there. Shout out to her. She was like, listen, if my grandbaby come back doing anything like that again, y'all gonna have to see me.
I know that's right.
That's real.
I know that's
she didn't come back doing that again.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of what made me
Commercial
go.
break. Cool, man. Let's get into a commercial break, man. This is a fun episode. I love Robin, and I love the personality that she's putting into our podcast on today, man. Co-parenting Conspiracies with the Black Men Vent 2 podcast. Right after this commercial break, we're going to get right into it. This is the Black Men Vent 2 podcast. So I'm glad that you here.
They tripping. See, when they make it big, when y'all make it big, they gonna wish to each other they was on here with y'all.
Well, see, they know Nashville knows us to be the best podcast.
I'm
man,
talking about
so I'm gonna need them to figure it out.
Y'all on the BT Awards.
Oh, it's coming.
I already know. I already know.
Yeah, keep talking about it.
Just know. I'm Step my people. I know them.
See, swing them your link. Your episode link.
Why y'all tripping? Y'all better get on it.
Come on now.
Get on it now. While it's still able to get on.
Okay.
So let's we back, we live, man, we live. Super excited to be a part again of you guys' week. If you're just not joining us, as we always say, something is wrong. Get your life together and go back and rewind some of the footage to meet the young lady, the black queen that we have today, Miss Robin. She has given us a great episode thus far on our co-parenting conspiracy season. She is a guest on that season, and here is where we're getting into the conversation, guys. If you follow our platform, if you followed our season, then you know we say this is not a baby daddy bashing party. This is not a baby mama bashing party.
Right.
We are here to talk about how co-parenting can affect your mental health as a black woman and as a black man. So with that being said, Miss Robin, what would you like to vent about today on Black Men Vent 2?
I can honestly, I want to piggyback off what you said, like how has it affected me, like mentally, positive, negatively. For me, I can say both.
Yeah.
Negatively, because a lot of times it can be stressful. Like, so I'm my child's father's first baby mom, or whatever. But I'm also the youngest one. He only got two, me and another woman.
Gotcha.
He's in a relationship with this woman, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know how folks be. When we first broke up, I always knew that there was gonna be a woman in his life, because it wasn't gonna be me. Somebody got to be there to lift him up, and I always wanted what I want for myself for him. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I had to, like I said, when I went to the mental hospital, it helped me. And it helped me for the best. It taught me that I really should learn how to speak to people. And the first person I knew for a fact I would speak to badly was my child's father. And a lot of times, it just comes from a habit, from seeing what I'm used to. But I came to a point where I was like, I don't want to be like my mama. And I don't mean that in like a negative way, like she's a bad woman. She's great, phenomenal. Like, I would love to be exactly like her, but mentally I want to be better.
Yes, ma'am.
Because mentally she's not good, and that's how I feel. I don't know how she may feel, but she's been through a lot of things that she probably don't talk about. I feel like she's only told me like the tip of the iceberg of what she's been through, and even that to me I feel like it's like, like you're a superwoman. Like I don't even know if I could mentally handle half of the things that you done went through. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom is a domestic violence survivor. Like even to this day, like I've literally watched my mama get beat. Like, and it's crazy because like I told my mama probably a couple weeks ago, I was like, I know you may feel like you did bad because she married this one man who used to beat on her. I kid y'all not. He used to do her so dirty, but he was a great man to me. And I was like, you know what, I just want to thank you. I was like, I know you feel like you may have picked the wrong man, because of what he did to you, but I just want to let you know that to me, he treated me with the utmost respect. And I was like, I didn't have a father. So, like, you kind of gave me this man to be, like, my stepdad. Even to this day, I still call him daddy. Like, if I was to see him in the street, like, that's my stepdaddy, you know? Because he was a great man to me. Yeah. Like, he took me to work, you know. That Daddy Donald's Day, he there. He at the PTO meetings if my mama not there, you know what I'm saying? Oh, excuse me. I get emotional talking about my mama because that's my girl. Yeah, okay. But she been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I tell her, like, I try to tell her that I appreciate her. Like, even though you feel like you may have messed up, I don't think you messed up when you raised me. I think everything that you did was great because it showed me what I want to do as a mom, what I don't want to do, what I can accept, what I can't accept, and how strong I can be. Because you done took some, like, not physically, not punches, but you done took some punches from everybody, like, from the world itself.
Yeah,
like,
just life in general.
You feel me? Like, you done took all that, and you still taking that, and you still walking with your head up high, and you still trying to do it the best you can. It's like, I appreciate that. And I know you may not feel like some of the choices that you made were good, but me personally, I feel like every choice that you made up to this point has been great, and I appreciate her for that.
That's right.
So it's like, I seen what she's been through, and I see how that affected her growing up. Now that I'm a mom, I didn't want to be like that. I don't want to be 50 trying to change my mental.
Yes.
So, like, it started now. Once I had my daughter in that situation with my child's father, I was like, you know, how can I expect our co-parenting relationship if I don't change? Like, yeah, I feel like he could do better this and that, but I ain't have to talk to him like that, or I could have maybe approached the situation a little different. So I was like, if I want to change, I got to be the change. So
man, I was just listening to you talk. I was just talking to a brother the other day. Matter of fact, Shy on relationship stuff 101. He got a podcast. Great guy. He's one of the ones that were very influential in what we're doing right now. Very influential. Well, me and him was talking the other day, and we was talking about this season, matter of fact. And he said, man, what I've learned in relationships is you can't allow the uncontrollable to control you.
Yes, that's honestly co-parenting. That's the biggest thing. Like with me and my child's father, because he's very unpredictable. Like not trying to bash anything. He's like 100% as a man, as a father. He's great. I give him tips off. I wouldn't want to do it with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Like when my daughter was at that age, she could speak. I asked her, you know, how you feel about your daddy? Because I know how I feel about him. I know what he don't do, what he do. But how do you feel about him? You know what I'm saying? She was like, my daddy my superhero. Bet I'm gonna make sure he always your superhero. So on the back end, I'm gonna be in his tail, whatever he need to do. Your baby said you her superhero, so you better show up and show out every time. And whatever situations that happen, I try to make sure she not in that or she don't see that. And I try to also, like, not try to control his household, but I also try to tell him, like, you know, let's keep certain things away from her. Like, I understand that you and your significant others do what y'all do, y'all get into it or whatever. Just, you know, keep that away from my child. You know what I'm saying? I want her to grow up thinking that it's nothing but true black love. You know, when I grew up, I just grew up with a single mama. Like, black love cool, but you only see that on TV. Like, I want her to see that firsthand. Like, I want to give my daughter everything I got. And when I say, I mean, everything I never had. When I say everything I never had, that means true love. Like, whether it's from your daddy, from a significant, whatever the case may be, I want her to see true love. And I want her to be able to see that, you know, even though my parents ain't together, that they found true love with somebody else and they're still able to cohabitate with each other. And my parent, you know, be able to cohabitate with their significant other, things like that. Because I'm one of the girls, like, I don't got too many friends. I got one female friend, so my child father have another girlfriend. My first instinct, I was like, cool, you know, we can get our nails done. We can talk about it. And then, you know, hearing that my daughter's gonna have a sibling on the way, you know, most women, they'll get upset about that. I was excited. People like, you ain't really happy. Why wouldn't I be happy for my child to have a sibling and I ain't gotta take care of it?
I hate when people do that. You gonna tell me how I feel.
You feel me? Like, why would I get mad because he had another baby? That's my baby. I ain't gotta take care of that baby. I ain't gotta worry about that baby. Like, I love the baby. Like, that's my girl. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have to care about the baby. Like, I don't gotta focus on the baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, but my daughter still gets the benefits of having a sibling.
Right. Having a sister.
I love my sisters. And my older sister, no offense, y'all know I love all y'all, but my older sister, she's my favorite because she, you know, we was raised together.
Right.
So it's like, I understand how it feels to be raised with a sibling, you know, a sister at that, and then they're only like a year or something apart too.
Oh man, they real close.
Yeah, like my daughter 5, her sister just turned 4 in September.
Oh yeah. That's a good thing. Yeah.
So I'm here for, I'm like, even at home, I still teach her, like, you know, that your sister gotta love your sister regardless, like whether, you know, they got different mamas and things like that. You gonna have to ride for your sister, things like that, you know. And also, I'm teaching her now that even though that you live in 2 different households, you know, you still gotta, you know, respect us, respect each household. Like, don't go over your daddy house talking about, I want to go to mommy house, I miss mommy. Like, you don't know how your daddy will feel about that, you know what I'm saying? Because don't come over here talking about I miss my daddy. I don't want to hear that. You was just over there with him all weekend or all week, whatever the case may be. Don't come, I don't want to hear none of that. You know, tell me only the good. Like, oh, me and my daddy, we did this, me and my sister did that. Oh, y'all beat up y'all daddy, that's cool. Y'all took his house down, that's nice. I like that. That's cool. But don't come over here with none of that negative stuff. So
I want to ask you this. You know, for the black women guests that we've had on the show that have kids, I've been interested in getting each one of you guys' experience behind postpartum. I do know for men, you know, us understanding that can be kind of an issue, you know, because all of you guys go through it in different ways. What was your experience with postpartum and how did that affect your co-parenting?
I truly believe I had postpartum before she was born. I was really mentally depressed while I was pregnant. Honestly, my pregnancy was horrible. So we was piggyback earlier when she was like, how you get pregnant? So
what did she ask you?
What was the exact question that you had asked?
And that's been more than like 10 minutes.
I know, that's right. But pretty much it was more so
Our
like,
audience member said it's been 10 minutes, don't do me.
it was just more so like how I end up with him.
Yeah, something that nature.
So like, when I was in college, everybody know you young, wild, and free. I had my own place at the time. I had my own car, my own place.
Man,
me and my child, you feel me? So me and my child's father at the time, before she was started, we was living together.
Right.
But then, you know, I found out he had cheated, so we broke up. But he was still living in the household because it's like, you know, probably within a month or so. So like, every night, I'm going out turnt with my friends. I ain't going from April to the end of May. From the beginning of April to the end of May of 2016, 2017, we was out here doing our thug thizzle. One day, I was like, hold on. I ain't getting no visitor. Hold on. I took one of them tests. That thing popped up quick. I don't know anybody else pregnancy test. That thing said 30 seconds, boom, you pregnant. I said, oh, God. Wow, Lord. I called him. I was like, man, I'm pregnant. He was like, for real? You for real? Oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh my God, I'm finna cry. Oh my God, I'm finna come home. I said, I don't know why you finna come home. I'm finna go to class. I'm finna go. Like, don't even come. I'm pissed. He excited. He on there finna have a whole nervous breakdown. Oh, my life is over. My mama crying. I'm still in school. Like, come on. So then, you know, we sat down. We had a conversation. And I was like, you know, if we gonna bring this baby into the world, because I don't believe in abortions, like, we gonna have to stop the nonsense. This extra dudes, the extra women, all the extra stuff. It's gonna be just me and you. We gonna bring this baby up right. And I was like, because if not, I'm gonna leave you. Baby and all, I'm gonna leave you. He didn't know fat meat was greasy, you know. He wanted to continue to do the bull crap. So after she was born, probably like 30 days later, I was like, deuces. Because once I find out you cheat on me while I'm pregnant, that's messed up. And then I'm sitting here thinking, like, you know, how a man treats a woman while she's pregnant means a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you couldn't take care of me while I was pregnant, how can you take care of me with the kid? You know what I'm saying? Because no disrespect to him, but in my eyes, I was the breadwinner in the relationship. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, when I took maternity leave, that's when bills stopped. So it's like, by the time I had her, like, she was overdue. Like, I had to get induced. She was like a week late. So I took maternity leave December 2nd. I kid you not, because I had to. It was more so like being forced to, because I'm 9 months pregnant. I'm working at Finish Line for like $7.25. And my manager, he a man, you know, and I work with mostly men. He was just like, you know, I don't really know how to say this, but like, if you was to go into labor while you at work, you kind of screwed. He was like, I really can't keep putting you on the schedule. He's like, I'm not like he was like, I can't tell you to take it or whatever, but it's kind of like, you know, it's hard to schedule some hours and this far along. Because I ain't gonna lie, I finessed that job. He didn't even know I was pregnant until I showed up, and one of my other coworkers like, oh, she got hired here. I was like, yeah. He was like, cool, you know, she pregnant. Pregnant? Oh, what? He was like, you ain't see the belly at the interview or that? And I hid that very well. So I had to make it do what it do because it's like, no disrespect, but I knew what type of man that I was dealing with once I got pregnant. Like before I got pregnant, it was all blind. I didn't see nothing, hear no evil, see no evil, nothing. As soon as I got pregnant, it was like a whole just blur. Like everything was just clear now. I'm like, dang, that's really how he is. Like, I don't want to deal with that. Like I don't really like. And I feel like we're better now as friends and co-parenting than we is as significant others. Because if not, I probably would have killed him. Or went upside his head for real. But this journey, honestly, has been beneficial in the long run. Even though I said it's kind of negatively on my mental. Yeah, it was negative, but that negative turned into a positive for me. Because it like I said, COVID around that time taught me a lot. My daughter was born in 2018, so COVID hit 2019. So it really showed me like life's short. One for sure. And then a lot of girls around me, their child's fathers are dying, getting killed, and things like that. And I'm blessed to say that my child's father, he's not one of those dudes that's in the streets or he trying to be hard. Like he a suit and tie type of brother. You know, you're always working one of them. Like that's cool. I like that. Cause I'm rough around the edges. I can't have somebody that's rough around the edges too.
You need that balance.
Like that's how it is with my significant other now. Like I'm like up here, he be down here. Like, that works. Bounce it out. So like, I honestly thank him though, because if I didn't have my child when I did, I probably ain't gonna tell him what I've been doing or where I would be. I know I've been wilding. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was the plan. Jesus knew that was the plan to be out here. That's why I was like, I got something for you. I'm going to give you this baby. And then I'm going to give you this baby by somebody you truly don't like. I'm going to give you a baby with somebody who is going to teach you how to compromise with somebody who is very hard to compromise with. I'm going to give you a baby with somebody who eventually is going to have another baby with somebody else. So now you are having to juggle co-parenting with him and kind of somewhat co-parenting with his significant other, even though I feel like I shouldn't. But you know how women is. They put their 2 cents in with their man business, whether it's about the children or not. I just be like, mind your business, woman. This ain't about you. You was not in that room for them 15 minutes we made as a kid. Like, come on now. Mind your business. But
come on, man. Yes, I'm enjoying your transparency because I think at the end of the day, a lot of what you're saying, just as a mother, you know, we don't have these type of conversations. We don't put them out on the table. And you know, everything that you said, first things first, shout out to baby girl's father.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
For stepping up, even though the relationship is not what you would hope it would be, but he still stepped up to the plate. So kudos to that brother, man.
Honestly, I've always knew that he would be even somewhat a good father. Whether I feel like what he is or what he ain't, I think he's great. When somebody else may not think he's great. But whatever the case may be, I always knew he had greatness inside him. And just by the conversations we have, I'm one of them women, I'm crazy. So if we doing the do unprotected, I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about babies. I'm talking about marriage. So I want to see what your mindset is. That don't necessarily mean I want to do it with you.
Right.
But I want to know what your mindset is, just in case, you know, my mindset may change on you or my viewpoint may change on you. So you never know.
For sure.
We may can do something. But I want to see what you thinking. You know what I'm saying? But he's always been the type to want to be there for his children. Because he grew up without a father. Like, he know his dad, but he, you know, same thing, different cycle, you know.
For sure.
And he's always wanted to be that person. So there was never a doubt in my mind that he was ever going to be like, oh, that's not my baby, or I don't want to deal with the baby. To be honest, jokingly, if y'all follow me on social media, I call him my baby mama. Cause that's how I feel like our co-parenting works. He's the baby mama, I'm the baby daddy. You would think a baby mama would say he would say.
He's a girl dad though, so that's got a lot to do with it.
Nah, I just mean more so of like back in the day, little stupid arguments would have. Like it was one time he was like, "You ain't gotta worry about her. She good. Don't come see us no more." Who baby mama, me or you? Cause you acting real sassy. I said, boy, you can't tell me I can't come see my baby. I birthed her.
Don't come see us no more.
Like he was so mad. Like, but honestly, I ain't gonna lie. Now that I'm older, looking back when she was young, you know, I had to learn that a lot of is new for him too. Like even though he's 3 years older than me or whatever, that's his first baby too. So he don't know how to act. He don't know what to do, you know.
Oh yeah, it's always learning.
He had a niece, but it's different when it's your child. You got nieces and nephews, that's cool. But when you have your child, it's a whole different ball.
It's very different when it's your child. You can be on the outside looking in, and you can see people having children, and you be like, yeah, they doing this wrong, they doing that wrong. But then when you have your child, you like, wow, I see why they were doing that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Definitely.
I see why they was moving the way they was moving. And I tell you what though, I commend you because not only have you tried to be in a cordial relationship with the father, but you told us off mic that you've even gotten back in school. So that's a good thing that you was able to rebound after being in a mental health facility, after dealing with some crazy relationships with brothers or whatever, and then having a child that you didn't plan, and then still be able to get all that together and get that behind you and get a job and go to school. Yeah, you doing it, sister.
I'm sure. Yeah, and I do a little modeling I'm sad.
Hello, who going?
Yo, that's what you wanted me to say, ain't it?
When you get into your, I'm glad you're getting to that. So as we get ready to wrap up, I want to make sure Robin gives all of her social media
man,
because she does model.
Okay, cool.
I would wait for her to put that out there.
I mean, that's my hidden. That be my hidden tree.
That's a hustle.
Yeah, I be scared sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, cause I be like. Folks try to like book me and stuff. I'm like, what I'm gonna charge them? Because I know my work, but this ain't gonna pay it.
Yeah.
And that be the thing. Like,
you gotta be where the money was at.
You know, because I ain't gonna lie. Like, last year I went to go model in New York for like it's called New York's small business like fashion week. It's like the little small boutiques of fashion week or whatever. I was like, oh yeah. After this, I'm model in New York. These folks have to pay me now. Y'all gonna have to come see me.
I feel you.
And I be nervous. I don't be doing.
I want to make sure that you put your social media handles in at the end. Let me ask you this question: as I put out a fact, but I know we got a little bit of time. We're gonna skip past. So, with that being said, first things first. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
For our co-parenting conspiracy season, I think you've given us a great, true. Understanding of your experience and how your experience can help another black woman that's listening.
Yes.
And that's what we all about.
Yes.
Did want to ask you one closing question. We ask every guest this. We set up a scenario where Robin, what'd you laugh at?
I'm waiting on the response.
For sure. So naturally, you know, well, I ain't gonna ask her the question about the. Oh, should I?
You should.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
She the one.
Yeah,
she the one. Ask her.
Okay.
She the one.
We got time. Yeah, we got time.
You got time to do both of them.
All right, cool. So first questions first. Naturally, what's baby girl's name?
Harmony Tyler.
Harmony. Oh man. Okay.
Shout out to her daddy. He named her.
Okay. All right. Harmony. I like that.
And to her daddy, you listen to this too, bro, because I know you're gonna have an answer for this question too.
Yeah.
So boom. We set up a scenario, and we love to ask this naturally, you know, to the fathers that are girl dads. But since you're here and you have such a great personality for this question, I'm gonna ask you anyway. Your daughter's getting ready for prom. Okay. Ooh. She's feeling herself. I'm talking about feeling good, you know, just she's beautiful, got her dress on, blase.
Yeah, you done hooked her up because you're a model, so you done hooked
her up. Her shoes is the inches is arching, whole nine, right?
I'm shaping up now for prom.
I'm already knowing.
Oh, here we go.
Check this out. Here we go. So, baby girl is naturally in your house, I would say, and Ray, because you mentioned Ray off the mic. Ray comes to the door. He knocks on the door. You answering the door, and his first thing is, So yo, what man, what Harmony is, you know what I'm saying? We finna slide real quick, we finna dip out, you know what I'm saying? What you know, how you doing? But what my girl
Is she ready?
Is she ready? Like, you know what I'm saying? She got me waiting out here, like what she doing? What's your response?
Ooh. Okay. You want the honest?
Yes.
Or who the fuck is you?
That's what we want.
What the fuck? Harmony, who is this little boy? What y'all got? This your date? Don't worry about it. I'll be with y'all. Go ahead. I'm riding behind you. Go ahead, do what you do. I'm riding behind you. Ain't gonna be no nothing. Ain't gonna be nothing, none up in here. Matter of fact, she gotta be home an hour after the party.
I just said you going to the prom too?
Going with her.
I'm cracking
outside.
up. I'm cracking up.
I'm on TikTok outside.
Yeah.
And if I'm honestly, to be honest with y'all, if I'm blessed and I'm still with the man I'm with now, he opened that door.
Yeah.
I don't know if she gonna go.
Well, see, that's okay. So what we do? First off, your answer was great.
Your answer was good, but you flipped it right though.
But that's
if
naturally.
her daddy in that man there, I don't know if she gonna go.
That's kind of how we narrate.
She may not go though, because honestly, her dad, she's a daddy's girl.
Okay.
And I tell people she's been a daddy girl since the womb.
Yeah,
I kid y'all not. When I was pregnant, that man could jingle the keys outside the apartment door, and she been chilling. She up here doing gymnastics.
That's dad. That's dad.
I remember one time I said, girl, you been chilling all day. You don't even know that man yet. Chill out.
We love asking that question, Robert, because, and especially for the men, we done got the shotgun daddies. We done got just so many different answers.
Crazy enough, I'm a shotgun mom. Like,
well, you said you was
my child's fine. He the cool, calm, collected. I'm telling you, but some dude like that, he may not let her go.
Yeah.
And if he raised his voice, I'm be like, who? That'd be the day I shut up. Like, hell.
Yeah.
Your daddy has spoken.
Little Ray know that was his last dance.
Okay, that one.
So Ray is here out there, and ain't nothing against Ray. But don't take her to the prom.
Just hard.
Okay, at least if you do want to take her, come correct.
Yeah, that's correct. And come correct.
And
that's how we present the scenario. I want folks to know that's what we kind of mapping out.
Because we got different. That's what blends us together. We come from different generations. But when my generation, you had to really present yourself to take a girl out. You had to get to know the daddy and all this type of thing. And that's the real deal.
I'm trying to go back to that. I don't want my daughter dating at all.
Yeah, I used to have to get to know the daddy, the mama, all that.
I need to know everybody. These folks is crazy.
Yes,
I'm really trying to go back to the old
We need to get back to that old stuff, man.
I'm
and when we move forward in life, there's nothing wrong with picking up things that worked.
Right.
That worked back then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that worked.
As we get ready to close, Robin, I thank you for that.
Man, you've been good.
It's been a great episode, man. To our YouTube audience, our audio audience, we thank y'all
YouTube
for joining in with us, man. This last question we got for you, Robin. There's a young woman that has naturally listened to your story, listened to everything that you went through, how you've persevered and how you're seeing things through. But she's still thinking about crashing out. She's still thinking about giving up, thinking about making this day her last day, if you will. Whoever's listening to this right now, your syringe, your pills, your gun, whatever vice they need to end it all, so to speak. What last 2 to 3 minutes of something can you give to that young woman that is in that co-parenting situation? She's mentally done at this point. She done checked out, but she needs something from you in 2 to 3 minutes to pick her up and kind of keep her going and motivated for her children. What could you tell that young lady today?
First things first, it gets better. A lot of people tell me that, and I was like, I don't see it. And sometimes I still feel like it don't get better, but it truly gets better. The second thing I would say is talk to somebody. A lot of black people, they don't want to talk to people. They're scared to open up. But ever since I left the mental hospital, I've been maybe too vocal about things. I've learned I don't hide my feelings. You know what I'm saying? So my advice to her would be talk to someone.
For sure.
There's nothing that you're going through right now that somebody hasn't been through. There's no reason to feel stupid for anything or to feel like you can't do it. There's resources for everything. There's somebody to talk to about any and everything. If you don't know where to go, I give y'all my social media handles. My inbox is always open. If you do follow me, sometimes you'll see that I love to advocate for mental health because people do not talk about it enough, especially in the black households.
Yes.
We like to sweep it under the rug, or people feel like, you know, therapy and things doesn't help, and that's just because, you know, we've been bonded by trauma for even before a lot of us are alive. Like our ancestors, you know, come over here with the trauma.
You're right.
So it's like it's in our bloodstreams, that trauma. You know what I'm saying? So we have to release those things, and we have to talk to people about them. I just feel like just mainly talking to somebody. It does get better in whatever situation that you're in. You definitely can get out of. There is some way, shape, or form. It may not happen overnight, but it will happen. You know, trusting God, mainly, please trust in God. Whatever type of God you believe in, or you know, believe in that, because I promise you, the only way to the top is through Him.
That's right. That's right. I love it. I love it. Social media handles, Robin. If they need you for modeling services, or just need you for the mental health, you know, advocacy that you provide within your career, how can we find Miss Robin?
My model on Instagram is Robbie Lex, ROBBYLEXX_. You can follow me on there. That's for all my modeling things. And then my personal Instagram is DBanks, DEEBANNKS_. And then my Facebook is Robin Da Bank.
Little Robin.
Literally. First name ROBIN, and then Da Bank DABANNK, I believe, or maybe one.
We'll drop all of them in the episode.
Yeah, so y'all
get you there. Man, it's been another good episode, man. This is the Black Man Vent 2 podcast, guys. We want to thank Miss Robin, the Black Queen herself, for joining us on the co-parenting conspiracy season. We're going to get out of here, man. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. You can do what you can, and you can't do what you can't. Pop.
Nashville, until next week, is a wrap. Black man or black woman, don't get trapped.
YouTube.
Period. Please don't get trapped.
YouTube. Yeah.
Deuces. Deuces.